Well, today we definitely rode that chocobo.
We did.
And, you know, we did some plot stuff, and I guess we murdered Caius again. But, you know.
You know, I almost feel like it's a bit of a missed opportunity to not be able to just walk back into the temple and murder Caius again.
That does seem like something that he'd do.
Like, I mean, I know you can do it from the Ark, but, like, it feels like you should be able to walk in and just have Caius be like, again, lady? Seriously?
I mean, he's already the only boss in the game that doesn't arbitrarily get stronger as time goes on, so you'd think he'd be able to be like, okay, but this time I'll murder you even harder. Except it'll be Liam O'Brien saying it, so he'd actually sound like he meant it. Ah, death. Were it so.
So yeah, now that we have finished all 5 plot quests, we have unlocked Day 13, which means that we can now go to the end of the game.
Well, that's nice.
And we even get a new garb today, look at that.
Yeah, you get some good stuff in the interdays. Unfortunately, you also get to talk to Hope.
White Chocobo story. Light, you said you knew him? Did you call him Odin?
Hope, how did you miss this? You've been talking to us literally the entire time.
It was Yule who told me.
I have a theory.
I knew there was something
I
about that
don't
chocobo
think that
on
Hope
Lily's
actually
name.
is, like, supposed to be the person on the radio who coordinates your missions. I think Hope is just, like, trying to figure all this out as he goes along. He doesn't actually know. He's not repeating it to, like, inform you. He's repeating it just to confirm that he's understood what the fuck's just going
And I
on.
believe Sarah will be reborn and that we'll meet again when she is. Even if I can't see her now.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to
I
it.
know she wants to see me again.
It's not a bad theory, honestly. Because outside of, like...
I met Lumina again.
You mean...
I was gonna say, like, outside of Lumina, no, but Hope doesn't even know what the fuck Hope doesn't know what anything in this game actually is.
She brings the chaos with her.
Like, he has his sensors, and he can see things, and that's about it.
Perhaps you've noticed it as well.
You mean how she looks just like Sarah at that age?
So you think so too. They're so alike. I can't help thinking that it really is her.
Yep, he's making this up as he goes
She may
along.
look like Sarah, but it's not her. Lumina's just too different.
I like the
And she
really
rubs
attempt
me the
at,
wrong
like,
way.
satellite imagery
She's not that
on the
bad.
screens in the
Just let her
background,
behave
even though there's
herself
nowhere in
worse.
the entire
She
game
looks
that
so
looks
much
like
your
that.
sister. In any case, for now, Lumina's
I think the
real
developers
identity
just did a
remains
Google
mystery.
search
All we
for,
can say
like,
sure is
satellite
you and her don't get
city.
along.
Alright, so we have a ton of new garbs to talk about, although most of them are kind of mediocre.
Yeah, that'll happen.
So, for starters, we have the Sacred Knight. It comes with Defensive Strike, which is not great. Defensive Position increases the power of a couple different guard moves, but it doesn't have the automatic damage reduction that Quiet Guardian does, so...
What a shame. It looks real nice. I wish you could mix and match stuff with garbs.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Urban Outlaw, it's another casting garb. Again, it's the counterpart to the, what is it?
The one that has wind and thunder.
Yeah, the black and gold one. Intruder, an Intruder is the first of a couple ones that have the transform abilities. Once you get below a certain ATB amount and you switch out of it, you will get a certain buff. In this case, Faith, but you can get all 4 of the main buffs over different garbs. Like, this one's Bravery, there's one for Protect, and there's one for Shell.
It's a shame, like, this stuff should be you able to augment other garbs. But it kind of sucks to base an entire garb on that. Yep, and here's the Wind and Thunder one.
This one I actually really like, because Stagger Siphon means that you get a bunch of ATB back when you stagger something.
Just in time to launch a bunch of awesome attacks.
Yeah, so when you combine that with Caius' sword, it's actually real good. This one is not. It does more damage the lower your HP is.
You don't want to be at low health, it's not good.
I say Divergence and Sandfox are both They're just the upgraded Saboteur ones. They have the gauze instead of the regular debuffs.
I mean, this is kind of alright though, since, you know, it's one of the ones that can recover health. So it could be a nice utility thing to round out your collection, maybe.
And this is a garb from the very beginning of the game that I somehow missed.
It's got thunder. Any questions? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, there's that shell one.
I mean, it looks snazzy as hell.
Yeah. Like I said, the biggest missed trick is that they didn't just make a menu option to just, choose your appearance and then, stack abilities on top of it. Having all this stuff tied to this stuff was a mistake.
So I'm pretty sure this one's a lock reference, but
Eh.
I mean, it's a thief garb. It's not too hard to see what they're going for here.
Yeah.
But of course, that's not all that we're here to do today. No.
We've got some special stuff in store for you guys.
We are going to finally break the seal on the DLC garbs.
Oh, shit.
Now, there's a couple different kinds of DLC, and they all kind of fall into different tiers. Like the Shogun, the Shining Prince, basically all the ones in the middle there, they are thoroughly mid-tier garbs. Like, they come with guard and attack, or attack and blitz. Which is, it's pretty good for, like, mid-game, but they're not gonna cut it at this point.
I'd take attack and blitz on a garb, but yeah. Again, having this stuff tied to garbs was a mistake.
So I'm pretty sure these were all sold separately, too, which is kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Especially because they're all basically identical.
Eh.
And I mean, they all come with a unique weapon and shield, but they say the weapons aren't really that good. They're only, like...
Yeah. The weapons will start quickly getting outclassed in not a New Game Plus. In New Game Plus, you can upgrade them and they remain quite good.
But those are the boring garbs. Those aren't the ones that we're actually here for.
We're here for the references.
Yeah, the references are where shit gets really broken. Like this one. This is probably the single best garb in the entire game.
Oh god, yes.
So that's a max level Elementa. So you get all 4 Raw spells for 40 ATB.
That's less than that normally costs, by the way.
Yeah, I think normally Elementa is 50, but either way, yeah, it's absurdly broken, and it's the best staggering garb in the game. X2's is a warrior garb. I'm not entirely sure what Crashing Waves does, but I'm sure it does a lot of damage.
I've never actually used this one.
Well, good. That's the one we're going to start with.
Excellent. And naturally it comes with Tidus's sword. Sorry, Tidus. Jesus Christ. And of course...
You say, this one was a given.
Like, lightning is Cloud. Lightning is female Cloud. That was literally the brief.
Cloud's garb it's very strong early in the game. It's not as good now, but it's still pretty serviceable.
Hey, Square Enix crossover. The dirt is a nice touch. They made such a big deal out of how, dirt would pile up on Lara's model.
Yeah, the Tomb Raider outfit is not great, just because the Charge Strike is not great, but, I mean, it comes with a pickaxe as a weapon, that's something.
I like that it has a Tomb Raider branded riot shield. Anyway.
I'm not even gonna posit what the fuck this thing is.
Yeah...
Like, it's got some really good equipment with it, but yeah, I don't even know what the fuck that one was.
I remember that weapon being weird. Anyway,
yes, this is the Lady Gaga outfit.
Yeah, that's a lot of Moogles are attached to that. So, as I recall, the Moogle garb is all about very precisely timed hits.
Something like that. Like I said, I admit, I did not get any of the DLC on console, so I don't know what a lot of this shit is. So I don't know what a lot of this shit is. But yeah, so we will be mixing these garbs in a little bit. Like I said, probably won't be using all of them, because like I said, the like those mid-tier ones, they're just completely useless to us right now. But there's also this. If you have a save from 13 or 13.2, you get those lightning costumes.
And these are great.
You say they don't look broken, but if you notice, they are the only garbs in the game that don't have any abilities. So you can do anything that you want with them.
And that's incredible. Also, if I recall, 13.1 Lightning's shield that she gets has a couple is really useful, and I like mixing that in with other garbs a lot. It's just real great. It's real good shit. So much real good shit in this game.
But anyway, like I said, we are going to be starting with Yuna just because I've never used that one, and we're going to start mixing them in. So we'll see you next time.
We are going to break the shit out of this game.